Hello, in this video I shall be discussing the analysis of a topic. The topic is a review on the Uttar Pradesh religious conversion ordinance. Recently there is an ordinance made by the Uttar Pradesh government, that is the religious conversion ordinance. So now in this view we shall see what is ordinance and what are the recent examples of ordinances, and we'll have a review on different sections of this particular ordinance. So, the ordinance provisions are given in the Constitution of India according to Article 213. So, this Article of 213 gives this ordinance power to the governor to do an ordinance, that is to do a law when there is a need of urgency. So, when there is an urgency of immediate action and when the legislative assembly or legislative council are not in session. So there is no provision for debate and discussion as there is no session of legislature. So in that case, when there is a need of urgent taking up of a decision, the governor or the president can take a decision on part of this legislature. So there is no need to disclose the reasons of urgency. So why they have to take the decision, and all such provisions are not there in the article. So according to Constitution, they don't need to disclose the reasons. So this is about Article 13 and the ordinance making power. But recently the Supreme Court held that the circumstances for the ordinance can be given enquiry, can be inquired and can be out also. So this is one provision under which the governor or the president can disclose their reasons for taking the decision. So this is one Supreme Court holding. This is about a brief thing about ordinances. So the recent examples of famous ordinances are Air Quality Management Ordinance and Farmers Produce Trade and Commerce Ordinance. So these are some recent examples of ordinances taken up in India, and one such ordinance like these is the recent Uttar Pradesh Religious Conversion Ordinance. So this is totally called in a full form. This is Uttar Pradesh Prohibition of Unlawful Conversion of Religion Ordinance. This is famously called by laymen or in common terms, this is called Anti-Love Jihad Ordinance, and this is a very famous ordinance right now. Now, according to the ordinance, we shall see some sections in the ordinance and have a brief idea about them. So, Section 3 in the ordinance, according to it, it names few conversions as unlawful. So the conversions are coercion through misrepresentation through marriage. So these two are fraudulent, but through marriage is a kind of debatable point. So this is what the section 3 of the ordinance says. So section 7 of the ordinance says how these people have to be punished when they get converted. So when when there is an information to the police, according to the Criminal Procedure Code, the police can go and arrest these persons who are all converting without any magistrate's orders or without a warrant. So there is a huge debate on all these points right now, as we already know through news. So the debatable points are according to these sections. So the arrest on the information can be, the nature of the information can be allurement. So if somebody allures someone with a gift, so I'll give you a gift if you convert. So if that will be the reason, the arrest of that person can take place. So the recent case of pizza outing. So a boy is known to take a girl out for pizza, and with this gift of pizza, that girl is alluring the girl to get converted, and that boy is arrested. So this is a very recent case in Uttar Pradesh. So this is also a debatable point. How far this allurement can gift, this pizza gift can make that boy get arrested and go to jail is a debatable point right now. And according to section 8, the declaration for converting has to be given to the district magistrate. So section 8 says that a written form, a declaration has to be given by the person who is willing to get converted to the magistrate, and that too within a span of 2 months in advance. So before getting converted, in advance he must go and tell the district magistrate that he wants to convert. And there has to be a police enquiry. So the magistrate will give orders to the police to go and inquire if this conversion is not unlawful and if this conversion is genuine and is not forced. So this police inquiry is needed, and the reasons have to be good enough and satisfying. Only then the declaration will be told as lawful. So this is according to section 8, and this is also a debatable section in the ordinance. The next section is section 9 of the ordinance. So this says that even after converting, so section 8 deals with the declaration for converting, and section 9 deals with declaration after getting converted. So even after getting converted, the person must go to the district magistrate, he must give the declaration. So that declaration will be on the notice board, so that must be exhibited to everybody. Details of the declaration, so in the office, that must all be open to everybody. So the confirmation again is needed, not just before converting, even after converting there has to be an inquiry and confirmation. So during this period of this notice board exhibition, the person can go back and he can object. Even then he will be having an opportunity to go back to not getting converted. So these are the provisions according to section 9. So this is like giving an opportunity to the person to go back and not getting converted. And the next last section that we speak is section 12. So section 12 of the ordinance needs a proof of conversion. So this proof of conversion must be given by the person who did the conversion, not the person who is converted, but the person who made this conversion must give this proof of conversion, or he must have this burden of carrying the proof of that person. For example, in Hadia's case, we know there is a famous case called Hadia's case. She is a girl from Kerala who is converted into Islam. So in this recent case, Hadia says nobody converted her, but it is her own volition to get converted. So in such case, there won't be anyone who did the conversion. So she can't produce any proof. So this is also a debatable point in the ordinance, that is section 12. So with all these debatable points, there is a lot of vague representation of the ordinance. So this is a very recent debatable issue in India right now. And the final word that I need to tell is this is a huge danger to the country, because the consequences so far, because of this conversion or non-conversion, the consequences are intimidation, they are being bullied, whoever is going to be converted, and there are arbitrary arrests. So the arrests are not solid, as we can see. They are without magistrate's orders, they are without a warrant, and even for alluring with a pizza, a boy got arrested. So such petty things are all involved in arrests. So they are all arbitrary and very dangerous. And there is also a case in which a fetus is removed or loss of fetus during this fight for conversions and marriage and all. So all these consequences are very dangerous to the society. According to this ordinance, these are all given. And this is also, we can say, an unconstitutional ordinance, because it is a threat to right to privacy. So as we can see in the case of Hadia, she says that she got converted by her own intuition, by her own will, and nobody told her anything. So in such cases, it is a right to privacy that she can have regarding her religion. But there is a huge mess happening on her case. So between Supreme Court and High Court, she has to move, and all of that is a threat to her privacy. And this is also unconstitutional, because this is also a threat to right to life, right to one's own liberty thinking and his freedom of thinking, and right to their dignity. So when they have to move between courts and district magistrates for just conversions, that is a threat to their dignity. So these rights are violated in the ordinance, and there are so many unreasonable obstacles, like giving these declarations, and again police inquiry into these arrests and all. So these are all unreasonable obstacles for conversions, and all of these people are prone to be abused. So they can also be threatened by the police, or threatened by any person when they have this much of sections in this ordinance. So people can be prone to be abused when they declare themselves to be converted. So this is a huge debatable topic presently in India, famously called anti-love jihad ordinance. So, and this is an analysis and important sections in the ordinance and all. So this is a review on UP's religious conversion ordinance, and thank you.